Winning doesn't feel violent. It feels justified. It feels necessary. It feels like something you deserve. And that's why it's dangerous. This story is inspired by real events. Names have been changed, some details simplified. What matters is not who he defeated. It's what he had to become to do it. Ethan didn't hate losing. He feared being irrelevant. There's a difference. Losing is temporary. Irrelevance is permanent. He worked in a competitive consulting firm. High pressure, high stakes, limited room at the top. Only one partner position would open that year. 3 candidates: Ethan, Daniel, and Marcus. They had worked together for years. Friends, in a way, but friendship fades when opportunity narrows. Daniel was talented, naturally persuasive, respected. Marcus was methodical, reliable, politically careful. Ethan was different. He was observant. He didn't just do the work. He studied people, their habits, their insecurities, their blind spots. Winning, to him, wasn't about being better. It was about being smarter. At first, he competed fairly. Long hours, extra projects, visible performance. But he noticed something. Daniel was more liked. Marcus was more trusted. Ethan was efficient. Efficiency doesn't inspire loyalty. It creates distance. He began asking himself a question. What are they doing that I'm not? The answer wasn't skill. It was perception. So Ethan changed strategy. He began gathering information. Not secrets. Not yet. Just patterns. Who supported Daniel? Who doubted Marcus? Who influenced decisions quietly? He built a mental map. He stopped thinking like a colleague. He started thinking like a strategist. One evening, Marcus made a mistake. A minor compliance oversight. Fixable. Embarrassing. Ethan saw it first. He could have told him privately. He didn't. He waited. Timing matters more than truth. Instead of exposing Marcus, he mentioned concerns in a leadership meeting. Vague, measured, professional. He never accused. He simply asked questions. Questions are safer than accusations. They plant doubt without ownership. Marcus felt the shift immediately. Daniel noticed too. No one said anything directly, but the air changed. Now Ethan understood something. You don't need to destroy someone. You only need to reposition them. He began highlighting Daniel's weaknesses indirectly. Overcommitment, emotional reactions, client dependency, always framed as concern, always framed as loyalty to the company. He never lied. He curated. Ethan didn't feel evil. He felt sharp, focused, necessary. That's the terrifying part. He convinced himself that the strongest leader must be willing to make hard decisions. And if the others couldn't survive pressure, they weren't meant to lead. Daniel confronted him one night. Not aggressively, just confused. Did I do something? Ethan smiled, reassured him, said competition creates paranoia. Daniel believed him. Trust is easiest to exploit when it's sincere. The final decision came during review season. Ethan presented a performance analysis. Clean, data-driven, professional, but selective. He emphasized risk, stability, control. He framed himself as the only safe option. Marcus looked tired. Daniel looked uncertain. Ethan looked calm. He won, unanimously. Applause. Congratulations. Promotion. Daniel transferred offices months later. Marcus resigned quietly. Ethan sat in the new office alone that night. City lights reflecting on glass. He expected satisfaction. Instead, he felt something colder. Not guilt, absence. Weeks passed. He noticed something subtle. People respected him, but they didn't confide in him. Meetings were efficient, short, guarded. No one lingered. No one relaxed. He had become powerful and alone. Late one evening, he replayed everything. He hadn't lied. He hadn't sabotaged directly. He hadn't broken rules. He had simply prioritized winning over everything else, including loyalty, including friendship, including who he used to be. Ambition didn't destroy his career. It refined it, but it eroded something quieter. The part of him that once cared how things felt, now he cared how they looked. Years later, he would mentor younger consultants. He'd speak about leadership, about integrity, about vision, and every time he did, a small voice would remind him, "You know what you did." He ignored it, just like he ignored everything else. Winning doesn't always cost money or reputation. Sometimes it costs connection. And by the time you realize what you traded, you've already signed the deal.